On today's review, we will be reviewing the Transformers Reactivate 2-pack of Optimus Prime and Soundwave. Can't really show off the box too much on the turntable because it is a pretty big box, but I will show you the front and kind of show you the side art there, the top of the box, the side of the box, and the back of the box where you've got Optimus and Soundwave in an awesome pose. You got some awesome art there in vehicle mode and in robot mode. You got the legal mumbo jumbo about warnings. You got your usual bottom stuff. But yeah, now let's crack this bad boy open and take a look at the figures inside. And now we have Optimus and Soundwave out of the box, and I will turn on the turntable to show them off for a moment. So you've got Optimus, you've got his ion blaster and his battle axe, you've got Soundwave. Unfortunately, his chest does not open up to hold cassettes. You've got his two guns, his shoulder gun and his regular gun. And let's take a look at the accessories first. We've got Optimus's Energon axe. It's kind of cool. It's got a little 5mm port tag right here that goes into the hands. It's got these cool spikes. And then we'll take a look at his ion blaster. And I really like the design of this ion blaster. It's really nice. You got the peg right there to port into the hand. You've got some space for maybe a blast effect in the barrel. But yeah, overall it looks really nice. And then we'll take a look at Soundwave's accessories. We've got his, looks to be his shoulder cannon with a peg, keep an eye on ports. The peg right here that can hold a blast effect. And it looks like it's on a, yeah, there's a little hinge right here so you can move it around, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's his shoulder gun slash sonic boom, depending on what they decide to do in the game. And then we have his gun here with a little port right there, because you can take this, and as they say in Legacy, evil fusion. Oh, maybe not. Never mind, you can't. Then what's the point of that hole? I figured they were gonna connect together. That's fun, but they don't. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate these two, and I'm gonna go over Optimus next, and then Soundwave, and then I'll get them into some awesome poses. So let's get Optimus first. We've got the head articulation. Pretty standard. It's got the ball joint. Can look about that far up with the neck being able to move. Then you can look about that far down. He's got the usual arm rotation. Arms can go out about that far. It's got a upper arm swivel. You've got the arm bend right here. You've got the hand movement right here that can go like this. Then he's got, doesn't really have ab crunch, but he has the hip swivel here. The legs can go about that far out and about that far forward and about that far back, with the kibble in the back kind of keeping it from going any further back that way. He's got the hip swivel right up here, the leg bend right here, and we've got the foot bend. It can go like this. I love that new technology they're doing, but it can't go forward or back, unfortunately. But yeah, that's pretty much articulation. And of course, what is an Optimus without the matrix of leadership? Let's open this bad boy's chest up, and there is a matrix of leadership. And it can, looks like it can, yes, it can come out. It's being a little difficult, I don't want to drop it. Come on. It looks to be the same, funny enough, yes it does. It looks to be the same as the matrix of leadership that came with the Earthrise Prime and so many other versions of Prime, both good and bad. But yeah, I like this matrix of leadership, it's nice. Just goes right back in there. That closes up. And yeah, let's get his weapons in his hands. He's got the Energon axe that you can put in like that, or you can put it in the other hand. I feel like this hand is probably better to go like that and then go like this, so you can get that kind of cool axe wielding hand. Unfortunately, it didn't look like that. He's just doing that. And I just noticed that the Ion Blaster has a 5mm peg right there, so that it can go in on the back right here if you wanted it to, or anywhere there's a 5mm peg on this Optimus. We're gonna put it in his hand, and then, well, it doesn't really fit in his hand. That's kind of scary. It might fall out. So make sure you might want to use some blue tack or something. But yeah, there we have Optimus Prime from Reactivate. Transformers Reactivate. And then we're going to get him in vehicle mode after this, so we'll see how that goes. But I'll let you guys take a look real fast. And here we have Optimus in his vehicle mode. And I'll turn on the turntable so you guys can get a full 360 of the vehicle mode. And there were two 5mm ports on either end of there that would let you put the weapons on each side, so you can store them really nice right there. Oops, sorry. But yeah, overall I really like the vehicle design. It's really nice. I like the cool paint deco they gave on the front. I really like the classic look of it that looks kind of like the Universe Optimus Prime. A lot of people have said that. I kind of feel the same way. But yeah, that's some really cool paint deco right there. And I also like the Matrix of Leadership just chilling in the cab. But yeah, do I think that the Transformers Reactivate Optimus is worth it? I think it is. I love Optimus Prime. I love different versions of him. Now we're going to move on to the Soundwave. And here we have Soundwave on his own. You can kind of see he's got this classic Soundwave chest that kind of looks like a cassette player, but unfortunately it's not. You've got the two blasters that I showed you earlier, full focus, and then there's the shoulder mounted one that kind of goes up and down and moves around. Let's get a close-up of that face. That is a nice Soundwave sculpt right there. And then let's go over the articulation. So he's got the usual, actually let's start with the head. He's got the usual ball joint movement here. So you can move around, you can look about that far up and about that far down. He's got a ball joint for the shoulder, which is kind of different. Then he's got the upper arm / shoulder swivel. He's got the bend that can go about that far back on the elbow. He's got hands that rotate like this. He's got hip swivel. No ab crunch, unfortunately, unless you kind of want to push his cab up and make him kind of bigger backpack to kind of go that way. But then he's got the movement can go about that far on the leg, that far, oops, sorry, that far forward, can go all the way back that way, but it can't go very far back, unfortunately, due to the piece right here. It's got the thigh swivel, the knee bend, can go about that far back. He's got the foot pivot like this, but unfortunately no foot movement like that. Overall, it's pretty good articulation for a Transformer that's going to be video game based. Let's strike him in a pose right here. Let you guys take a full 360 view of him. But yeah, his backpack isn't too chunky. He does have some backpack kibble, as they call it, but it's not too bad. His wheels are kind of behind his knees and his legs, I guess. And overall, it's really nice. Kind of bummed to not see any cassettes come with him, but it'd be cool to see if they are even in the game. At this point, we have no information on the game, which is kind of nerve-wracking, because you come out with toys before the game, and it's kind of like when the game comes out, hopefully they'll reissue these toys so that people can kind of buy them when they get interested in the game, but the idea that the toys would come out and the game hasn't even gotten like a playthrough or any kind of like video or anything. We just know that it's going to take place on Earth. The Autobots and Decepticons are supposedly going to be working with each other and the humans to fight off supposedly the Quintessons. This is all, of course, stuff that I'm taking with a grain of salt because the name of the game went from Reboot to Reactivate, and it could change at any moment. The villains, the characters, the designs, these were designs that I believe were considered concept designs, but they're not confirmed yet not to be the finished versions, so we'll see. But let me get him into vehicle mode and we will show off that part of him. And here we have Soundwave in vehicle mode, and he's got two 5mm ports for the weapon to go in. You can choose whichever way you want. This is the way I chose to do it because I kind of like the idea of this piece kind of looking like a missile that shoots that way, or you can kind of have it go this way. Either way, looks awesome. And then he's got this cool like radar dish kind of thing, you know, Soundwave being Soundwave. And then he's got his cool Decepticon symbol there. It's kind of like a Jeep. But yeah, I'll turn on the turntable. You guys can get a 360 of it. But yeah, I really like this vehicle mode. I think this is really cool. Let me put the Optimus over here next. But first, Soundwave comes with Optimus, and earlier I said Optimus was amazing and it's always worth having an Optimus. Same could be said about Soundwave. Both are really good characters. Both are amazing to have in these forms. I like the idea of Soundwave as a Jeep, and I like the idea of Optimus as kind of this Road Warrior truck, so I put them next to each other now and get an idea of how big each other are to it. This is more of a deluxe, this is more of a Voyager. But yeah, I like the design, I like the way they look. Do I think they belong in your collection? If you're a Transformers fan, if you're a kind of Road Warrior, futuristic, space car, post-apocalyptic kind of person, these are kind of cool for that. If you just like collecting video game toys, these are cool to have, but you could put them next to your other video game character toys. I look forward to when the game comes out. I hope that there's more characters to come. Overall, I think it's really awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.